Hello everyone and welcome to a very special video from KnightHunter Studios. I'm Sam Main and today I'm joined by my friend JJ Ralph, who's also a very good colleague of mine, and today we're going to be announcing some official details regarding the next instalment of the Grand Theft Auto series, namely Grand Theft Auto 9. In today's announcement video, we're going to be covering some official details regarding the cast, the crew, some location details we're going to be visiting in the new Machinima. We're also going to be announcing some details about the movie, some more specific technical aspects of the film, and of course, we're going to be announcing the title of the movie. We're going to put all the conspiracy theories, all the rumours, all the thoughts to rest, and we're going to officially announce what the 9th Grand Theft Auto film will be called.
Thank you, Sam, for what I'm sure was a delightful introduction. As you know, I am JJ. I am a writer for KnightHunter Studios. I also help put together some of the storylines and help produce some amazing content that you find right here on the channel. Now, we are beyond excited to bring you some official details regarding the final chapter of our film franchise. It has all been leading to this, and we're very excited to be able to announce some official details here today.
Thank you very much, JJ. And before we get into the more specific details surrounding Grand Theft Auto 9, I think it's time we announce the title of the movie. And of course, in the usual KnightHunter Studios fashion, the screen is going to do it in a lot more of a dramatic way than JJ or myself could possibly ever do this. So then, here is the title for the 9th and final chapter in the Grand Theft Auto film franchise. Yes, so there you have it. The 9th and final chapter in the Grand Theft Auto film franchise will be called Grand Theft Auto: The Heir of Scorpio. Indeed, The Heir of Scorpio has been in the works now for a very long time. In fact, Grand Theft Auto: The Heir of Scorpio has been in production since early 2017. The film has been in constant rewrites, in constant motion, because mainly we wanted to make sure the story was right. I wasn't going to commission the film, and I certainly wasn't going to let the studio put forward a film as the final chapter in this long-standing film franchise we've made that was not worthy of being the final chapter. But thankfully, after a lot of hard work and a lot of hard ingenuity and creativity between JJ and myself, we've managed to put together a phenomenal script, and I know that the entirety of KnightHunter Studios cannot wait to bring this film to you within the next few months.
So, we have some crew announcements for you. The crew is as follows. Some of the key crew members returning from the previous installments, including, of course, the illustrious Sam Main as director. His ideas for some of the set pieces that you're hopefully going to see in the next film are already phenomenal and completely balmy as always. I am returning as the lead writer. Sam also helped come up with the story for this one. It was very much sitting down and coming up with some joint ideas, but we do have a final story, and I am once again writing the screenplay for that. So hopefully you enjoy my work. I've seen some of the comments for Black Phantom, and I'm really chuffed with some of the feedback that we've received. Dylan Greenwood and Matthew White come on as co-producers for this one. Directors of cinematography include Riley Hooper, coming on alongside members of KnightHunter Studios. Riley, of course, has worked on our films in the past, and they've all turned out fantastically, so it's great to have him back. Sam Main and Ewan Ward are coming back as stunt directors. As I mentioned before, Sam has already got some ideas that hopefully won't prove too impossible, but you never know. David Arnold, Lorne Balfe and Thomas Newman return as composers for this. We've used some of their music in the past. Harry Quirk comes back as our costume designer. You'll know him as the elaborate voice of Professor W. So we look forward to seeing what he comes up with for some brand new characters to make their appearances in this latest instalment. The production design, of course, and the set design will take place with KnightHunter Studios, and by definition, as of course it's on GTA, so Rockstar Games, and we'll be taking advantage of hopefully some all new content and coming up with some all new scenes for you.
Now it's time to move on to release some official details regarding the Heir of Scorpio. I can officially announce that the start of production will begin on the 12th of August 2019. Shooting is estimated to last between 2 and 3 months. It's not particularly known right now because the method of shooting is a lot different to what we've done with previous Machinima entries. Instead of shooting the entire film on the Xbox One console, we are now shooting half of the film on the PC version of GTA 5 and half the film on the Xbox One. And there are a few reasons behind this. Primarily though because it's to do with scheduling. A lot of us are at either university or in full-time employment, and we simply can't make the scheduling work to get everyone online at the exact same moment. But because of this, it means that KnightHunter Studios, for the first time ever, will be using mods on GTA 5 in order to achieve some truly spectacular scenes, obviously during the shooting of Grand Theft Auto: The Heir of Scorpio. It's going to be a really fun experiment, and I hope it pays off in the long term. In addition to this, because of the huge success of Grand Theft Auto Black Phantom, it being the most critically acclaimed movie we've ever made, and of course the most viewed film KnightHunter Studios has ever made, the budget for Grand Theft Auto: The Heir of Scorpio has been significantly increased. And when we say budget, we mean in terms of the value of the production in GTA dollars, in the currency that GTA Online uses. Now, Grand Theft Auto Black Phantom turned out to be roughly 90 million US dollars in terms of the Grand Theft Auto Online currency, of course, totaling up the projected cost of every scene and every item, every vehicle, every use of weapon, clothing, etc. Grand Theft Auto: The Heir of Scorpio is projected to cost $150 million in terms of the GTA currency, of course. This should give some serious indication to the level of complexity, the level of detail, and of course the level of size that Grand Theft Auto: The Heir of Scorpio is, because this really is the biggest movie KnightHunter Studios has ever planned and will probably ever make. It is going to be one hell of a ride, and I seriously cannot wait to get started on it. And for those of you who may be wondering, yes, KnightHunter Studios will be using, once again, the Rockstar editor. It worked hugely in our favour with Grand Theft Auto Black Phantom. It increased the quality of the film dramatically. It's safe to say we are never going to be going back to the in-game camera, so the Rockstar editor will be utilised once again.
Speaking of scenes, we're hoping that Grand Theft Auto: The Heir of Scorpio will be visiting some exotic and fantastic locations. We're building the sets currently. These include Milan, Athens in Greece, Colombo, the Thar Desert in India, and of course, the home of Los Santos, San Andreas.
Now though, it's time to announce the cast of Grand Theft Auto: The Heir of Scorpio. Indeed, the cast we have lined up is truly amazing. Everyone in their audition was hugely successful. The level of talent, professionalism, and acting integrity was just amazing, and I really cannot wait to work with every single one of these people. So then, without further ado, let's get on with the casting. Returning as the title character of Niko Bellic, Agent 11 will be voiced by Matthew White. Indeed, Matthew will be returning for the second time as Niko Bellic. His performance in Black Phantom was amazing, and I know that everyone at KnightHunter Studios, and including myself, cannot wait to see what he can bring to the character in this next movie. Also confirmed to be returning to the franchise's 9th installment is Harry Quirk as Professor W, Ellie Wilson as Director Claudia Angel, Kyoki Trask as Valkyrie, Gillian Pope as Elizabeth Salvagia, Nicole Resner as Karen Michelle, and Kane Hart as Mr. Drax. And in terms of the new cast members who will be joining the 9th installment, Grand Theft Auto: The Heir of Scorpio, there will be Noah Antis, who will be voicing the character of Adam Sullivan, Krista Quinn, who will be voicing the character of Persephone, Chad Pappenfuss, who will be voicing Hugo Vaughn, Connor Fitzpatrick, who will be voicing the character of Alex Fisher, Leslie Lee will be voicing the already introduced character of James Hunt, and last but not least, joining us from the GTA Machinima The Fixers will be Aaron Donahue, voicing the character of Augustus Eisenhower. Indeed, the casting process for Grand Theft Auto: The Heir of Scorpio was by far one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do in terms of machinima making. It was a truly difficult thing because we had so many great auditions sent in by loads of different people. I wish I could have cast everyone, but sadly we couldn't. Though I am truly 100% confident that these new voice actors who are joining us are going to give some fantastic performances, and I really cannot wait to work with every single one of them on Grand Theft Auto: The Heir of Scorpio.
So we're looking forward to bringing you this whole new film to YouTube, coming soon. The pressure is now on after the huge success of Black Phantom, and we hope we live up to that. So I guess there's only one thing left to say. That's thank you for your kind words in response to Black Phantom. And Sam, you'd better get back to work.
Yes, thank you very much, JJ. Back to work indeed. Yes, that concludes it for the announcement video. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. We do hope you've enjoyed some of these new official details that we've given you today. Also, make sure to follow us on Twitter at KnightHunter2xk in order to receive instant new updates from the movie as production continues. And make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube right here at KnightHunter Studios in order to receive all the new latest information and material that we put out. This has been Sam Main and JJ Ralph of KnightHunter Studios giving you some exclusive information on Grand Theft Auto: The Heir of Scorpio, the 9th and final chapter in the Grand Theft Auto film franchise. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.